So I'm Tom Bolger. We're going to have a chat about the new adjustable lanyard from Fixe. It's called the Manso. It consists of two main elements, which is one is the dynamic rope and the other is the locking mechanism, which is made up of two parts.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Siurana was the last stronghold of the Moorish Empire. Due to its rocky landscape, it created this impenetrable fortress and took hundreds of years for the Christian invasion, which happened in the 12th century. Siurana is a village known for its resistance. Whether it be the Moorish Empire, the Christian invasion, the walls and the climbing, and the village is still here today. Its resistance against time is undefeatable. However, in addition to coming to Siurana to learn about history, people now come here to do something different too.
Hello and welcome to SASFE 2026.
Ice climbing maybe is the most demanding modality of climbing, and for that reason we think we can collaborate and we can be part of the show. We design and manufacture the main gear that in ice climbing wall you use. Anchors, quick draws, ropes, also all the gear of the layers.
Fixe is supplying to the officials harnesses, carabiners, helmets, so all the B layers, some of the route setters are equipped with Fixe equipment. And then for the local event organizers, Fixe is supplying PPE equipment for the wall structure, such as quick draws, ropes, and belay stations. It's really important that we have partners such as Fixe to develop the sport further. I mean, there's always a cash contribution which an organization such as the UIAA needs to develop the sports. And then on the other side, we are talking about high quality products, so PPE products. All of the Fixe equipment is UIAA certified. It generates safety for the competition and for the athletes.
We start the season with prototypes, testing prototypes for a new rope. We think we will launch in the next season probably. And this rope is designed and manufactured specifically for the needs of High Climbing World Tour and will be available next season.
Good morning and welcome to sunny Edmonton, but don't let that sunshine deceive you. It is freezing cold in our stadium here today, hovering around about -10, and the athletes are preparing themselves back in the isolation area because it is time for the lead semi-finals on the fourth and final UIAA World Cup of 2026. My name is Matt Groom and it is a pleasure to be joined by Ewan Michael here in the commentary box. Ewan, just tell us a little bit about who you are.
Hello, I'm a member of Team GB and part of the Scottish Triathlon Club. It's really nice to be here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, mate, it's lovely to have you. And great to have a member of the Scottish Triathlon Club. You guys are prolific throughout the world.
Yeah, it's been a fun few months anyway. Very, very eventful for everyone involved.
I bet. Well, we are zooming in from our drone on the structure. You can see Edmonton City in the background. It stands up on a hill, surrounded by the river, which is frozen solid this year. And right in the middle of our structure, the ice wall. That was in action last night for speed. Free to watch on the UIAA YouTube channel. And hello to everyone who's watching on YouTube as well. We've got Lane from Edinburgh. So a local of you, Ewan.
Yeah, not that far from you, actually.
So the walls themselves, right and left up the structure, finishing on that giant ice barrel, which says Floating Stein. The women's on the right-hand side, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm. Men's on the left. 5 minutes on the clock for the athletes. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get you that clock, but those are the rules. And Ewan, I mean, you've competed at competitions. What kind of stuff is going on right now in the isolation area for the athletes? What are they doing?
I can imagine most of them will be stretching, warming up, getting their psych on. It's so cold outside that they're going to have to be prepared to move very, very fast. And I know that can be a bit difficult with some of the more delicate holds. But there's a lot of experience in that tent. It just really depends on how it goes when they get in the wall.
I guess it's kind of a combination of making sure you're warm, making sure you're prepared, but not sort of over-stressing yourself, you know, not getting too worried about it all.
I think the first couple of holds for everyone are obviously really, really important because they're the most terrifying ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly, when you pull off the ground. Well, this is the start list in the opposite order. So Sarah Lilly from Canada qualifying in the last position, squeaking in. But there are some big names actually down low, including Aneta Luczetska and Leah Beck. You would have thought they'd be a little bit higher up. They had some issues on one of the routes, had to pull it out the bag to sneak into our top 16. Corey Bouhet as well from the USA on a bit of a roll at the moment. And in fact, the whole of the USA is on a bit of a roll, as you are about to see in the second half of this list, as we can see it flick through. We've got Lindsay Levine qualifying high up. Kat Shirley, she's on the top of the order as well. Great to see Ema McSwiggan, but really everyone is talking about Marianne van der Steen versus Marion Salmon Thomas. They are almost neck and neck in terms of the overall title. Whoever does better is likely to win this competition. And Ewan, that's an exciting prospect.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens, especially with Marianne, because she's been such a run recently. They both have, but Marianne will be seeking that gold medal once again. So we just need to see what happens.
Yeah, her first one last weekend. It was an emotional moment for her. Brilliant to see all that hard work pay off. I think we'll be able to check out the men's side of things in a couple of seconds. Again, 16 have got through to this stage, and Sam Sarah down at the bottom. He was competing in speed last night, looking very determined at the moment. There's something about him which is worth watching. Keep an eye on Oliver Hamischke as well, the young Czech climber, fourth in the last competition. Just an interesting character. Wilson Whitley as well, just 17, one of our youngsters, and certainly one to watch. And Javier from Spain, of course, 2 silver medals in a row for him, so he's on a bit of a roll. Jorge, 2 silver medals, he's in a roll. But Luna Ladovin, already he has sewn up 2026. Can he make it 4 out of 4? We're going to have to wait and see, but we're underway, and Sam Sarah is straight into action, Ewan, and 5 minutes on the clock. We get to check out this route, hey? So he's up and going as he starts through this overhanging section on the left-hand side. And Ewan, being very careful down low at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the setters have made it quite a dynamic push, so they want you to get quite far up the wall, but there's a lot of techie holds hidden in for adding a bit of spice into the route, so we just need to see how they get on with this.
Yeah, you can just about see it, can't you? The way he's moving is tenuous out there, and there's a little bit of a wobble there with the axe. He uses the hand on the volume and thought about a wrap there for a second.
Yeah.
Maybe now changing his mind slightly. No, he's still going to it, just wanted a little bit more height, I think. And I think our picture in the picture is of Sarah Lilly.
Yeah.
Yes, who's underway on the left. Canadian climber getting big support from this crowd, which have started filtering in here this morning. It's still fairly early in the morning here. Actually, no, it's not at all. It's 11 o'clock.
I think Sarah will be feeling a lot of the pressure on her shoulders, being the only member of Team Canada in semi-finals, but she smashed it before, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, all eyes are on her, but let's watch Sam Sarah as well, who launches right into one of those big volumes. It's right on the edge of the wall structure. And Sarah there having a long peer at her tools, making sure that she's on the good bit of the holder. It always worries me when an athlete does that, because not only are their face incredibly close to a bit of metal, but it makes you realise that perhaps they're a little bit worried about that hold.
Yeah, you just have to keep moving. I mean, I tell myself that as well. It's like it's hard to sometimes stop because you just get pumped out so quickly, especially in these temperatures.
Yeah, the temperatures don't help, do they? It is warmer this morning a little bit because of the sunshine, but it was minus 20 last night, and with wind chill felt much, much colder.
I think yesterday was a miserable day for a lot of people.
I was happy to be in my commentary box, put it like that. Okay, so Sam stretches out right, locks those shoulders. Sarah stretches out right and locks the shoulders in. Sam Sarah is climbing slow and steady. 5 minutes is not a lot of time, though, to complete this route.
No, you have to move really swiftly, and that is quite difficult depending on the setting of the wall, and I can see there's a lot more techie holds so far up. A lot of barrels and Korean screws, one of my least favourite holds, I'm sure a lot of people will tell you.
Yeah, it seems to be a very very technical start, which is slowing them down. So I think they're going to have to find a way here of picking up pace through the technical section.
obviously the steepness of that wall is just relentless as well. It's just so steep.
Yeah, it really is. It stretches upwards. A lot of the skyscrapers you can see in the background here. Well, both athletes making progress. Sam falls, as I say that, on that technical section. He throws his arms up, and almost a slip there from Sarah as well, as we return to her. She pulls as well. All right, well, Sarah is down from Team Canada. High point for her, of course, for the women, with 16 to go, and we're just looking for 8 athletes to make it into the finals. But, Ewan, I think we can say it's certainly a techie start. Yep.
Yeah, that was a really good start for both athletes, but it's just how much do people want it, especially with the last World Cup of the season. There's a lot of pressure on everybody's shoulders.
It's a good point for a lot of these athletes. That's it. I mean, there is one more Continental Cup.
Yeah, I'm going to Finland next week. Quite excited about that.
Yeah, Oulu, right?
Yeah, first time.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's just be prepared, my friend. I think it's the coldest place I've ever been to. But it's not so much the cold, it's the dryness.
Yeah, it's like here with the dry cold, where there's no moisture in there.
Yeah, but it's worse than here, trust me. You walk outside and it feels like all moisture has been sucked from your lungs. Right, Javier is out and about with a smile on his face. This man is a good sport climber, a good boulderer. He's on the Spanish team, in fact, for sport climbing. He's shared my commentary box a few times as well, both on the World Climbing Stage and the UIAA.
The Spanish are just so fast and so smooth, like a joy to watch.
Yeah. Right, so Javier, with you can see the podiums he had on the board, now starts to approach the wall, the sunshine cutting across. And Javier will have a little look, trying to replan. The athletes did get to observe the route, but it was off broadcast for us.
Yeah.
And Javier's allowed about 40 seconds in order to remind himself of what's coming.
A lot to take in the time that they get for observation as well.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that, to be honest. I would forget just immediately what I'd already seen. Okay, so up towards volumes, keeping those feet down low to start with. You can kick into the volumes. Can you? You can, right?
Yeah, you can kick into the volumes.
They might be annoyed at you. There we go, kicking in. Yeah, I suddenly had a moment. There'll be a sponsor being like, don't kick my volume. But it's all good. Hello to YouTube, by the way. We've got our regulars, of course. Melody Sarah in the house. Hello, Melody. How's things? I know you're supporting Sam. Who else have we got? We've got Josh the Climber, who's becoming a bit of a regular. We haven't got Jan. No, we do have Jan. Hello, Jan. Good morning, Jan. And good shots here to show. The Kimiko, I don't think underway yet for the women. There she is at the bottom, starting off. We've got a legend joining us in the chat as well, Marcus Garcia, who is a amazing coach. He's watching, presumably from the US. We were just at Longmont with him. And he's coached for quite a few of our top USA athletes, including Lindsay and Kat.
I think there's a common theme of trying to go pretty quick and pretty smooth for the first few clips anyway. But I think that'll get a bit harder as you go up because it just becomes more and more techy.
Yeah, I think you're right. Pace has got to be found somewhere here. For those asking, the first quick draw is pre-clipped. It's got a spinner on it to avoid any twisting. The reason it's pre-clipped is because dry tooling, you can pop off almost at any moment.
Yeah.
And if you pop off before you've got a clip in or you're low down, obviously with crampons on your feet, we want to avoid some
very stressful job for the belayer.
Oh my goodness,
it's not like indoor lead. You come off any time. There's no warning at all.
Yeah. And also if we blink...
Yeah.
We're in trouble.
Yeah. Quite easily miss something.
Yes, so we do occasionally miss something. Hello to Katie Shirley, who's watching. Fantastic. Lovely to see you. She's coming later on. Don't you worry. She's looking chill, Katie. She's all right. I've seen her looking very relaxed at the moment, Kat Shirley, so she's all good. Right, Kumiko gets that clip in on the left-hand side, locks off that right. And meanwhile, I think he's starting to, Javier anyway, starting to approach the high zone here for the men. The route climbing fairly slowly at the moment. Super techie. Alright, so Kumiko launches left here. And flicking that foot over. She's doing well at the moment.
Yeah, there's some good sense of control here.
It's a steady pace, isn't it?
And again, you can see how much the athletes are getting pushed out with that wall. You can't forget about it. Almost approaching where the wall kind of flattens out a bit, but they're still in the really steep section. And with those technical holds, it just makes it so much harder.
Yeah, agreed.
There's not really any rest spots at all.
Alright, well, she's underneath the giant blue volume then. These volumes dotted about the wall. It's quite aesthetically pleasing, this wall. We sort of get the blue and white, which kind of mirrors, if I'm being artistic here, it's mirroring the white river and the blue sky surrounding Edmonton here today.
I was just happy the sun was out this morning.
Yeah, me too, mate. Oh, big swing from Kumiko there. Held it nicely. And then she picks up the pace a little bit. Look perhaps to maybe use a hand and press up on that next volume. Meanwhile, bottom right, Javier is breathing deeply here as I think he's in a little bit of pump territory. Comes up. And hopefully he can get a bit of a recover. But both these athletes doing really well.
At least he's on that section of the wall where it's slightly a bit more appeasing, but again, the holds probably aren't, so it's just really hard.
Good feat, though, isn't it? You can see the setters have sort of created almost like ledger-like structures for both athletes here in this moment.
Utilising the volumes there really well.
It's almost like a mantle-style feature Kumiko's on here. She's using her hand. You've got to be careful. You can't use your tool to progress, and you've got to be quite careful here because you can't press down. Oh, and she nearly dropped her axe. Well, it's all drama suddenly because Javier falls and Kumiko dropped an axe there. Oh, yeah, she kind of caught it on her leg. I hope she didn't cut it doing that. But yeah, that was a double moment of drama there from Kumiko. And now has this drop knee into position.
You can really see how much this is draining the athletes. There's just so much to take in.
Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, and a slip. That left popped from the drop knee. Couldn't recover. She slides out of our shot back down to the ground there. But our new high point for Kumiko. Okay, well, Sam Sarah is still leading the way, but we need a bit of an update here on this. So, no, Javier now moves into 21st position. So that's the scores on the doors. Right, Kumiko gets escorted off. I think she might have hurt herself a little bit there because she was certainly being sort of almost helped off. I don't know if she slipped and banged herself on the way down. So yes, Javier is leading the way, 21 points over Sam Sarah's 16. I can't pull up the results for the women yet, but when I do, I will let you know. And I'll try to keep... Oh, I might actually have found it. So, no, no results so far. All right, next athlete. Who have we got here? Masato Nakajima from Japan is underway.
He's moving really quickly.
Yeah, he is looking good. Makes the match. And yes, my wonderful technical partner from Tech Native sorted my computer because I was being an idiot. So Kumiko is leading the way with 19 points over Sarah, who has 14. So, fairly low scores so far. Lots of big-named athletes to come. Marion Salmon-Thomas and Luna Ladevant qualifying in the top place, so they'll be out last here this morning. Is that a bit of snow out there?
Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of snow coming in.
Blue skies. I think it might just be blowing off the trees. Now, Masato here wrapping this tool around. That was a very powerful, like one arm sort of side pull lock.
A very strenuous move.
Yeah.
Very pumpy indeed.
And he's still looking like he's struggling here. Kicking. Hasn't quite got the reach and doesn't have the reach. So he's going to have to readjust these legs.
He's going to have to move up really quick to get that next hold.
Yes, he is.
Oh, he's off.
Yeah, you could see that sort of coming. It was the body position. He was stamping in so hard. I think he was burning himself out. People asking about the temperature. I'm just having a little look. It's minus 17. Minus 17 right now in the middle of the day, so you can imagine what it's like later on when it's a little bit different. Iona is climbing for France here, and we'll be back to France next year. Missed out on the World Cup, but the World Champs is coming in Chambéry next year, so can't wait for that one. And you can see the leaderboard now on the left hand side with Kumiko leading the way with 19.
Iona's been doing really well recently. Good in Sunderland as well.
Yeah, Sunderland, one of the Continental Cups.
Yeah,
there's two sort of like tiers to this. There's World Cups, World Champs, and there's the Continental Cups, and then obviously the sort of nationals and stuff like that within countries. And just having a wiggle on this. I presume there's a little bit of a dot.
Yeah, there's a slight divot they can put the axe in, but again, it's like so precarious. You don't really know until you put weight on it.
Oh, and there we go. Well, she didn't have it correctly. Put weight on it, as you said, and that's the problem, isn't it? You think you're in until you're hanging on the rope. And you realise it's all gone wrong.
If you hang too long, then unfortunately you pump out, so it's not a lot of options.
Yeah. Good question coming in from Climbing Saskia about do they have enough grip with their gloves on? So they have to wear gloves, it's part of the rules, and most of the athletes tend to wear golf gloves because it's nice and thin, the leather on them allows for some grip, and if you have a thick glove it's very difficult to really know what you're holding onto in the tool. Obviously it's a bit colder, but because they're working so hard and climbing for a relatively short period of time, you don't really feel it, do you?
No, the gloves are really important because if you don't have that grip, it just makes things a lot harder.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
All right, well, the ropes are pulled through here. As we wait for our next athletes, there's a good team going on behind the scenes, making everything work nice and smoothly. If you are in Edmonton, do come down, it's free. And we have fires as well, so you can chill.
You get a free heat and you get to watch some epic climbing.
You do. what else could you want, for goodness sake? Right, Linus Beck, one of our speed athletes as well. Let's hope he's recovered from last night.
Very exciting performance last night.
He won, didn't he? Yeah, gold
good.
medal. God, I've forgotten that already. Sorry, Linus. Yeah, so he's got 1 gold. That's got to give him some confidence here moving through. I think a bit of a surprise for him, that gold medal. He wasn't one of the favourites perhaps to win, but he's done well. And you can see those golf gloves there actually on his hand. It's a good shot of them.
It must be a daunting thought having to do speed and then the day after you're in semi-finals.
Yeah, I don't know how they recover.
It's not a lot of rest.
No, and when you get back to the hotel maybe at 10 o'clock at night, you've got to chill, you've got to eat.
Yeah.
It's a lot to do. So Linus underway into the techie part, and we're seeing some nice shots now, the close-ups of these holds, so we can really understand what our athletes are holding into. And do keep your questions coming on YouTube. I've got it up in front of me. I'm reading them. I love to hear from you guys. And that snow we can see, that's wind just blowing the snow around. It was so light last night. About 1 inch came down, but very, very fine snow. But kind of the annoying one where it gets into your eyes a little bit. So let's hope they're all right. Linus working his way through.
These side pulls are just so strenuous because if you're not there, you're just off straight away. There's no second option with that.
Yeah, and if you shift your weight kind of a bit left or right,
you're just off.
yeah, you want to really be pulling kind of down on that axe. Yeah, you're right.
Positive angle.
Yep. Right, Aneta Luchecka is underway. She was one of the ones who might have won the overall for speed last night. Just missed out on it, but did get another medal, a bronze. So she's medalled at every speed event this year. But she was fairly convinced she wasn't going to make it into semi-finals. She made a mistake, but managed to pull it back. And up into the sunshine, which we'll be enjoying a little bit of that, I think. And Linus is in this techie section that we lost our previous athlete Mastro on here.
Just here, yeah, this hold. It's a very strenuous pumpy hold, this one. The wrap going into the yellow hold and the blue volume.
Yeah, and I think the least adjustment, as he did there, is better. If you have to keep kicking like that, then yeah, it's tricky. And Netta as well gets the first of the clips in. She's underway, points on the board now. A lot of support for her. She came to me the other day and said, Matt, I'm famous in Canada. There's an awful lot of people taking selfies of her. I think it's the pig pom-pom.
Yeah,
and the personality, of course. All right, well,
the first time I met Annette, I was like, I just seen the helmet and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
The F1 was decorative athlete.
I'm nervous about his hold though. This is a sketchy one, and she's trying to find a match on it, and I'm not convinced that's the best way, you know. And she's taking some time. Oh no, that right axe is in a sketchy place. She's going to have to commit to it. Keep an eye on Linus as well, who's framed against those skyscrapers. I think Annette should be all right now. She's got that wrap, but that was a sketchy moment for her there. Yeah, which is all right. Linus needs to get above Javier's 21, remember.
This section Annetta's on is just so techy, you just have to be so precise.
You do, the holds look big, don't they? Yeah. But they're not in there.
They're not in person.
No, exactly. Small bits of metal. And remember, we only have 5 minutes. We'll show you clocks when we can, but 5 minutes is not a lot of time for this. I think some of this is because of the cold. We don't want them being out there for 6 or 7 minutes. Frostbite is the thing. Oh, and a nice swing from Annetta there. Really fluid.
That's quite fluid, that.
Linus has not moved for a while, and he's only got 1 minute 40-ish on the clock left here, so he's going to have to pick the pace up a little bit as he approaches the steeper section. And Annetta wants a fig 4 here. It's tenuous, but she manages to loop that arm over, that leg over.
You just kind of have to go for it for those moves, because you just lose power so quickly.
Linus using his hands. You can do that, and you do get points for it. You can technically climb the whole route with your hands, but it would be probably impossible. I want to see it one day.
It'd be quite unpleasant.
I think I might just enter so I can have a go at that. We can have a bet. How far would I get? Not very far. A slip! He reached up towards the last clip before the blue cross, and our camera can't keep up with him. He plummeted so far. That was a massive fall from Linus there as he dropped out. Right, we'll stick with Annetta then. Who is Z-clipped? Has she Z-clipped that?
It doesn't look too right from what I can see. Maybe it's just angle.
I think she has Z-clipped that one. I think. It's really hard to tell.
Yeah.
Yes, she has. So, this is problematic. You can reverse this situation, but obviously it's going to take time. Oh, Annetta. So this is obviously not ideal. And what do you even do? She's trying to figure this out. She's got to...
She's going to have to climb down and sort it.
Yeah, I mean, she should be able to flick it out, and I don't think it's going to count as a technical, but it will obviously take time. There you go. And this is, cost her a little bit. Right, she's there. Now she's got to keep pushing. 1 minute on the clock. Shouldn't be a technical, I don't think. I think you're allowed to correct on that. Yeah. I think, anyway. All right, well, she's got to keep moving. This is the drop knee we lost Kumiko on here. She's got 47 seconds. Needs to stick with this drop knee. It's a sketchy move, this one.
I'm just trying to use her hand to try and sort this next bit for some height.
There it is. She comes up. She's got to clip this one from here, and that's definitely shaken her a bit because she'll be thinking, hang on a sec, am I going to be called down here? Because she kicked the wall in Longman and didn't make the finals because of that. So it's definitely in her head here. So here comes the jump, though. She usually enjoys these, and she enjoyed that one as she floats her way up onto the top section of the wall. 8 seconds, though. Needs to go for points. Slips the feet. Please touch that next hold for the point. There is the point. 3 seconds-ish on the clock for Annetta. She removes it. That's the full point. Gets the clip in, and she's going to be close to being timed out. So we will have to wait and see where Annetta's score is going to end out. 19. There was that Z clip. To my knowledge, if you saw a Z clip, it's okay. But she's going to be definitely worried about that, and you can tell. Okay, well, we'll move on. And this is her teammates, Oliver. And this man is so interesting.
Yeah, he's definitely had a really interesting run. Really good.
He's a world-class athlete, obviously, but is far more interested in outdoor climbing than he is indoor climbing. He was kind of persuaded to come to the US because of the ice here available.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool, but he's obviously very, very good at comp climbing as well. He came 4th at the last World Cup in Longmont.
That's quite strange because most people like one or the other. They don't really like both, but I suppose it just depends.
Thank you for the comments, by the way, coming on YouTube. I'm not going to read them out. There are some actually nice ones about me, so I appreciate it, guys, genuinely. Thank you very, very much. Right, Oliver, out left, has a little wiggle to make sure that tool is in. We know it's tenuous down here. And he will take a moment just to kind of check out this next hold with a good wrap. This is the hard move. I think if you plant your feet once well, you kind of set yourself for this next move. If you have to make lots of little adjustments, you're in some trouble. He's really high here.
Yeah, you have to move really fast around this because you just get pumped out. There's no kind of easy way around it. Which is, obviously, there's a lot of pressure just moving from that hold to that hold. But he seems to have it, which is good.
Yeah, he looks good at the moment. Had that swing, released the tool, and just held the barn door nicely there. And you can see his clock ticking away on the left. 3 minutes 19 on the clock. Josh the Climber saying, I believe if you Z-clip, you can fix it, but if you pass the Z-clip to the point you can't fix it, they call you down. Well, she definitely could fix it, so let's see with that one.
I've unfortunately skipped a draw before and had to get called down.
That's different, yeah.
It just kills your self-esteem.
Yeah.
But it's a learning curve. I think she'll be quite happy with that. I mean, she did manage to save it after the clips, so that's quite good.
Yeah, exactly. But it would have shaken her confidence, so we'll have to... I'll keep you updated, guys, anyway. Where are we? I've lost all track. Maite is underway for Spain. Good Spanish climber, speed and lead. So does both disciplines, which if climbing gets into the Olympics, the Winter Olympics, I think the athletes are all going to have to be doing that because it's likely to be combined, the two sports. Ola is asking why the Korean team's skipping this World Cup. No idea. I mean, it's expensive. It's probably the basic answer.
The cost of travel.
Yeah, the budgets are not paid for. Most of these athletes are paying their own way, and some just can't afford to do it all. And Korean team especially, they really pick and choose which comps they go to. And this is not one they decided they could afford or choose. They were in America.
Even the Japanese athletes are coming quite a way to get here, so...
Yeah, and you also drop one World Cup. So if you're going for the overall standings and you've done really well, theoretically, you drop one, and therefore if you've got to make a decision, it's hard decisions, but it is what it is. Okay, so Mate is looking really good, actually. This is the hold Annetta took a couple of seconds to figure out. But she's looking really confident on it. And Oliver as well gets stood up towards this kind of mantle-style section of the route.
Yeah, she's made that really smooth, like going on to that short. I think if you put more pressure on her going along, there's more chance coming off. She's moving up really well here.
Yeah, she's looking good, isn't she? Moved through that technical bit very quickly. Oh yeah, as Melody Sarah pointed out as well, there was the Korean comp last weekend, so that's why a lot of them weren't there. We had a couple. Min Chol Kim was there, for example. There were others as well, but it was a big competition at home, and a lot of them chose to do that, and then obviously to fly all the way from Canada with a jet lag is a bit of a nightmare. Oh, Mate with a bit of a slip there. She recovered it, kicked that right foot in. Oliver has slowed right down as well as he approaches. Mate drops out of sight. Oliver is about to set for the jump. It's all drama. He drops into it and falls. That left axe exploding off. And he is gone there. Wow.
These routes are really draining all the athletes. I mean, it's so technical.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And there's Mate with a shake of her head. She's disappointed with that one. It's the worst moment when you fall, when you're not tired and you just kind of don't quite have a hold in the right place.
Yeah, you kind of ask yourself for the rest of the day, like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
Relive it in your mind, but it's just the nature of the sport, unfortunately.
It sadly is. You've got to have those moments, and every single person does. So it's just life. It sucks. But it's not going to be a high point for her. She'll be below that. Let me just check high points here. So Aneta is leading the way with 21, but only just over Kumiko. Right, well, forgot what it was. Our drone, that's the thing, zooms in. And I do love these drone shots because it really allows us to see Edmonton, which is a unique city. It's got to be said. You fly in and you fly across miles of sort of prairie land covered in ice. You see the city appear up on this hill. It's one of the windier places to be. And it's an absolute hub for sport in the summer and in the winter. There's trails all around, fat bikes available, running trails. There's hundreds of kilometres of running trails here, and of course this giant ice wall to play on.
I'd survive a 4-hour car journey to get here with Team Canada, so that was an experience.
Oh wow, where were you before that?
I was in Canmore.
Okay.
So doing some skiing and just having a holiday, and Sarah Lilly gave me a lift, so thanks to Team Canada for that.
Oh, shout out to
Good
Canada.
time with donuts and stories.
All right, Wilson Whitley is in the background, a 17-year-old who's exploded onto the surface.
Yeah, it's doing really well.
Yeah, he's a good climber, this man. Again, another one to watch for the future if he kind of sticks with it. And I hope he does, because sometimes really talented athletes will turn their attention over to the outdoor world, but hopefully he's going to be doing it here. Up towards this big bison-like feature. So Wilson Whitley drops in. All right, so coming up through that bison-like feature here, stretches high above her head. She has a little look around the corner. Searching. Oh. She's really having a peer at this, isn't she?
I get a bit scared when my face is that close to the ice axe, personally. But
I do too, as well. I think that's super scary when you get that close. All right, well, she's moved through that scary move anyway. And then down on the bottom right, we've got Leah Beck, who is underway as well. So Leah Beck reaches back and just sort of rests on that hold and takes a moment. A lot of Wilson supporters out there on YouTube as well. Thank you, guys. Keep those comments coming in.
yeah, he's really been smashing it. He always seems very calm as well.
Does, doesn't he? He's kind of got a wise head on his shoulders, I think, this man. Alright, but Leah Beck has really slowed things down, as we'd expect on this hold, to be fair. This is the dodgy one. She doesn't match like others have. And then on the far right-hand side, Wilson will start the traverse now. Back left again. Interesting stuff as we try to find our 8 finalists for tonight.
I think it's going to be very tight regardless because it's just so techy.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I mean, it's one of those routes where the separation, I think, will be quite good, actually.
Yeah, it will be good.
There's lots of opportunity to sort of fall at different sections.
Yesterday was like dynamic power moves, and today seems more technical. There's still power moves involved, but they're more techy, I would say, today than yesterday.
Yep. Into the sunshine then on the left-hand side. Wilson is horizontal.
A very strenuous move there.
Yeah, so much core, isn't it,
You
going
have to
on?
be so correct with that to make it.
So tight. Okay, up to the wrap on the left, top left of your screen as she drops those feet down. And Oliver's got himself slightly twisted up down low as he feeds that foot over and kicks it into the wall.
It's good to wrap the leg to gain height, but then you have to unwrap the leg. That can be quite strenuous.
Yeah.
And dangerous.
Yeah, for sure, man. Big move from Oliver, but he didn't quite have the feet in the right place. Goes again. Time is ticking away. They've both got about 1:20 on the clock. So it's not a lot of time here.
It's just so close, this. It's really...
Oh, a fall from Oliver. It pinged. And he couldn't quite hold it back down to the ground. Head in his hands. He knew he had a little bit more left. Let's stick with the women then. Leah Beck from Liechtenstein reaches out right, having locked off that left arm. And this is where Annetta had the Z-clip situation that she has sorted out. But 50 seconds. And you can see that time it cost Annetta, right? Just to sort that problem out. Just to spot it, work it out, whilst you're hanging on a wall being pumped. And I think her 21 is going to be in some danger here.
That's a shame because you just naturally go on autopilot because you're just trying to make the next move every time.
Yeah.
You don't anticipate Z-clipping and clips and stuff. It's just like, you just want to keep going nice and smooth.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, she's kind of in this position, and this has got a few athletes here, this move towards the 21, this drop knee. She's nice and high. Lovely shot from our drone as it comes in. This is a big stretch, though, and she hasn't quite got the reach on it. Did she touch it, though? Might get the point for that.
She's going to have to get the mandatory clip as well with the X's on.
I think she's been timed out. That's why she's gone into that. Yeah, she has been timed out. So she'll get the clip in anyway, but being timed out down low. And that's her run done. But in second place with 20, so Annetta still staying on the top spot.
How's the crowd feeling out there? You guys having fun this morning? Yeah! Have you had a Red Bull? Did you get a coffee? Bring up, we need that energy. Got some Red Bull.
So everyone, where are you watching from around the world, eh? I know we've got a lot of Europeans joining us from here. We've got people from Eindhoven and Utrecht. I'm going to be in Utrecht quite soon. Am I going to be in Utrecht? No, I'm not. I'm going to be in somewhere in the Netherlands. Not Utrecht. I was in Utrecht. So yes, hello everyone. I know there's lots of USA people. Of course, the Canadians are in the house supporting. But let us know where you are. And what day is it? Saturday. It's Saturday morning. So hopefully you are kicking back, having a coffee, maybe planning some future climbing, getting inspired by our athletes. And there is Leah Beck, who is getting prepared, jacket on. Okay, so Luca D'Amico tries to get some blood back into those hands because it's going to be cold out there. He's come from isolation 2 here. There's the Denver crew watching. Lots from the Netherlands, of course, with Marianne coming up soon. A few from Durango. Juliana is from Durango, which is where Kat and Lindsay grew up, if I believe. Right, Luca then, underway, up into the volumes, and a positive start from here, Ewan.
Very smooth.
Yeah, he's looking good. And Leah Beck will be underway in a couple of seconds. And this is this kind of... I'm trying to work out what animal it is. My colleague said sort of... I can't remember what he said. He said deer of some sort or something. But I think it's one of those bison. You know, with the head and the horn.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with. What do we think, chat? Bison? Deer? Alien? I don't know. Is there anything? Are we just seeing things? Have we got to that point in the season where we are seeing things on the wall? Who knows? Have I lost my mind? All right, Luca gets that tenuous clip, and this is the big stretch out right then. Do you know the hold he's going for here?
The yellow one?
Yeah.
It looks...
Like one of those almost doorknob things?
Yeah, it's like a ball.
Yeah.
From what I can see here. It's yarding out now quite a bit, so I think it has got a bit of give in it.
I think once you got it, it's good. It's just a long way and an awkward angle. I think that's the way. Hello and welcome, by the way, to Climbing Freak. This is my first live stream ice climbing. Looks great. That is because it is great. It's the best. Ice climbing is so dramatic, guys. If you are watching this for the first time, it's sport climbing with deadly weapons. Accidents happen. Blood is everywhere on occasion. We don't want it, but the drama is there. Okay, this is one of those sports. So for the faint-hearted, look away. It's extreme out there, and the athletes are giving it absolutely everything.
I think at this point in the season, you just have to really go for it, with it being the last World Cup.
Yeah. Leah Beck is done. What score did Leah Beck do? Hang on, I'm just going to check that. I don't see too much of her. Yeah, she was in 19th, so second place, of course, just now. And right now, Junko Sasagawa is underway for Japan. And Luca is still fighting hard on the bottom right of your screen. Nope, she stretches there. So, interesting stuff here. This is the sort of the chess game part of the early round.
Yeah, every move counts here, because it's just could go wrong so easily.
Oh, and a fall. That was unexpected there. He kicks the wall in frustration. Just a ping of that axe sent him back down. And we're going to have to focus on Junko now, who's on the other sketchy bit for the women. Yeah, very, very delicate move there. Just moving grips, upgrading those grips. And has the doorknob wrap. So from here should be okay. Javier will be out next for the men. Annetta still leading the way, but with the names that are to come, you would expect her to slip down there. So Junko, Fig 4.
Wrapping the leg.
Just gives her a bit more height.
Yeah, just a bit more height.
And you can see that, what I call a kangaroo kick, where you then kick up the leg underneath. This is good from Junko. 2 minutes 42 on the clock, though, and we haven't seen anyone go near the top. She was close to kicking her own rope there, but I think just about missed it.
There's quite a mixture of like wraps and pockets, so that's kind of like what they're going for.
Yeah, and
the pockets are good, but then if you lean too much in a pocket, you get pumped out as well. So it's nice to just try and keep moving if possible.
So much going on, isn't there? So much to think about for ice climbing.
There's a lot to think about.
Yeah, and rope management as well, as we saw from Annetta, Z clipping, like it can be a really easy thing to do. She's got 2 minutes. She's
nice
moving, matching and moving slow. And I think, that's techie. Floater there on the side pawn. This is a risky floater to do this on as well.
There's a lot of movement with that bottom action, to be careful.
Yeah, it's wiggling, isn't it? My eyes are locked on that tool right now. I don't think she's confident on it either.
No.
But you've got to trust it. Up she goes and just, oh no, slips down, goes again. She's too high on it. Now, you can't use the back of the hold there, so this could be interesting. There might be an appeal come through for that. Didn't do it deliberately, obviously, but you are not allowed to use the edge where the hold touches the wall, because it can be quite good. Obviously, from my angle, it was hard to tell, and it is luckily the judge's job. Javier is underway, all in red for Spain. Athlete number 8. And we are going to swap you out in a couple of minutes in one athlete's time here, bringing in another co-commentator.
Well, it's good to see that she got it in the end. It was a bit of a fight, but...
Yeah, it was. Cost her a bit of time. Oh, then she slips there out of nowhere. It was almost like she'd mentally burnt out on that sort of bottom section. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, you'll get used to this. Whatever we say, we curse them. All right, so halfway through for the men. The women climbing just slightly slower here. Junko. Oh, sorry, Junko gone, hasn't she? So Junko is done, and we are still on Javier here. So Javier, careful, a little bit of a wiggle. Got to engage that left shoulder.
Yeah. A lot of people have got those casting tools. That's the ones I've got as well. They're really popular right now.
The sort of upgraded Extremes, those ones.
They're really good.
Yeah, I use Extremes, and I like them. Well, the old version.
Yeah.
And the new ones do look like a bit of a step up, so that's cool. Horizontal then as he kicks those feet and very carefully weights the axe here as he bumps, goes horizontal. Nice body tension here. This is the move, though.
It's a very strenuous sport to be in.
Latches it first time. That was strong.
That was incredible.
Yeah, good work from him. And a little flick out with that tool.
Just taking a bit of rest there.
Yeah, he's having a breathe, isn't he? I think this is a breathing moment out there on the edge. And a fig four.
Different.
Well, waiting in the wings is our next athlete, Corey Bouhet. USA will be cheering this lady on. You can see the Ice Cube sticker on the helmet. I didn't go this year. I went to one of them real bouldering gyms.
Where was
didn't
this?
go dry tooling in Boulder, the Ice Cube. It's a great facility, it really is. I went last year, just super cool for the USA athletes, and of course they invite other people to train on it.
Just had the UIAA Ice Fest recently. Yeah, looked pretty good fun.
Yeah, absolutely good fun. So Javier is making progress here, but they're sort of tiptoeing across the wall here. He's got 2 minutes 15 left, which is time. Someone's saying it should be Corey Bousley. Oh, that's a terrible dad joke. Terrible. I've heard worse. But Corey is in position now. A little bit awkward as he reaches through, and what a cool drone shot that is. I love the drone shots to show how overhanging the wall are. It's really hard sometimes when you're
overhanging.
Yeah, because sometimes when it's like this, you can't quite get it, and it's so steep for our athletes here. Javier is starting to run out of time. He's got a minute and a half on the clock. And Corey, what is Corey doing? She's very stretched out. She now drops the legs down. That's better. She was in trouble for a sec. Katie Shirley supporting Corey. In fact, lots of you guys supporting Corey, including Zoe Schiffer, who's an athlete who is on the chat as well.
I like how they've got equally techie sections on both the men and the women jutes. You can kind of share the pain a bit.
That's exactly something to talk about.
Yeah.
Done. Javier uses his hands. He's looking for the next hold. You can see it up and right of his head.
Yeah.
Corey, meanwhile, is right on the edge of the wall. But this is where Oliver had that weird pop.
Yeah, I think it's just slowing everybody down a lot, the momentum, because it's just so many things to think about.
Looks like he's made the lock off a little bit smoother than Oliver did, although he doesn't like that left hand, does he?
No, I think he's too confident with that.
And he can't see it. I think it's quite blind, that hold.
It is. Yeah, we can see it from here, but from his point of view, he probably can't really see it at all, so it'll be above his head.
Yeah, and certainly not the good bit of it. Oh, but no hesitation for the launch. Maybe should have hesitated for a sec. And a bit of a smile in his face. That was full commitment. He might have even started a bit of a slip there before he went. Whilst Corey just carries on. She's got 2 minutes 40 on the clock and approaching this volume that has been kicked to pieces. Climbing Freak wants to try ice climbing and is saying how, if it's the same rush as pole vaulting I'm in, you have picked some bizarre sports, Mr. Climbing Freak, or Mrs. Climbing Freak.
Let's play a rush.
I've never pole vaulted in my life, and I don't think I want to. Okay, long hanging quick draw here. Big lock off, a little bit of a kick adjustment using all of the lats she has here to make that stretch. And that is our structure. Oh no, she falls! I don't know what went first then, if it was crampon or tool, but she's down on the ground and that will be below our leader. Ewan, I'm going to say goodbye, sir. Thank you so much for joining me. And best of luck for tomorrow, because you're competing tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm open comp tomorrow.
Fantastic.
So
Well, I've got all my fingers crossed for you, and thank you for joining me
Thanks
today.
very much.
Right, this is the leaderboard. Aneta Luchetska leading the way with 21 over Leah Beck on 19. Lots of athletes around about that 19 point, but many to come as we hit the halfway point of this competition. We're looking for 8, remember, to get in, and I'm going to be joined by my new commentator. We're just getting him all set up here. We try to rotate through our commentators. So, sir, could you tell us who you are, what you do, where you're from, and all the rest?
Yeah. My name is Joseph Banks. I am one of the managers and partial owners of the structure here, and I'm from right here in Edmonton.
Well, fantastic. So you can tell us all about this structure right now as we just watch Giado coming on. And then Emil McSwiggan is on next. So yes, this structure, new last year, you guys have done a great job with it.
Yeah, it's really been growing a lot here in Edmonton. We have a nice little community that's really dedicated to getting better at dry tooling, and a lot of new competitors now, including myself. It's been really great.
Yeah, it has been, and a lot of people are talking about this event. You hear it discussed. It is a cool one, so it's good to see. Okay, and is this a bison head?
I believe so. Or are they going for horns?
Certainly horns at some point, isn't it? Okay, so Giado from Japan is climbing through the horns, whatever they are. Emir will be somewhere getting her kit on. Looks like he got almost a bit tangled up. There is Emir. She wasn't going to come to the USA, decided to miss that comp. 3 days before it started, she decided to come, got into finals, and you've got to say, Emir is climbing very, very well right now on her final World Cup of the year.
And just the nicest person ever, too.
Emir, she's the best.
Always so willing to chat with you, and...
Yeah, and so experienced as well. She does a lot behind the scenes with sort of the athletes, and she's part of the board, I think it is, so it's... Yeah, she does a lot for our sport. And I like the new yellow helmet and yellow jersey combo. I think this is a bit new. Pretty cool.
Yeah, usually used to seeing her all in green.
Exactly, yeah, I quite like the yellow. It's good. Giado is on that move. Let's see what he can do here. Kicks her feet. I think he's a little bit left at the moment, but makes the adjustment. Reaches up once, touches, gets it the second time. Good work from him. And Emir drops those feet down. As Emir will come up into the sun. I would imagine the lighting here, a bit of a nightmare for our camera crew as we go from shadows to light. So they're doing a very good job of keeping everything balanced, it's got to be said. But this is challenging conditions for us and the athletes, They have to work quite hard too.
Much warmer today, at least, than it was during qualies yesterday.
You say that. I just had a look. Apparently it's minus 17 still out there. So
I think in the wind, it's definitely just as cold, but as long as you're out of the wind, it's pretty warm.
Right. So right now, Emir is basically basking in the sunshine. That'd be great. All right. Well, she is being a little bit careful removing that right tool. Now does... And Giado as well, really slow clip up. Look, it's like slow motion pull on that tool there.
Seems like a lot of tenuous body positioning on both routes. I feel like there's been a lot of unexpected pops.
Yeah, I think so. I think if you get, as you said, if you're in the wrong position, there's not a lot you can do with how terrible these holes are. But Emir is a bit of a master at movement, so let's see if she can figure these sequences. Giado is not looking like he's found a flow yet. Maybe he'll pick up a bit. Emir goes for the launch. And flicks those feet down. You can hear the other athletes shouting up at them, which is lovely. And climb Yeg right in the middle of the wall, those guys. Go and follow them on social media as well. They do lots of cool behind the scenes stuff and some wonderful shots as well coming out of this comp. And we can see our 2 times. Giardo has 1 minute 26 on his clock and is nowhere near the top yet, so does need to pick up the pace here just a little bit here if you want some top positions. Apparently someone's telling me he designs the tools himself, which is kind of cool.
All right.
Emir has more time. She's got 2 minutes on the clock and approaching where a lot of athletes have fallen, so she's got to be careful here. We know that, of course. They don't. They're kept in isolation. Giardo stretches up and he hit that blind one really well. Like, first time locked that through.
I think that one is quite good too. It's just a little metal shim, but it's one of those ones when you start dry tooling, it's really scary, but it actually turns out to be quite good.
All right, it's jump time now. This has caught quite a few people out, this jump. We've seen some rushes on it as well. Emir's resting. We'll keep an eye on the bottom right of your screen. He's about to launch. Here we go. Hold your breath, everyone. No, that was a complete miss. Maybe he tapped it. But...
yeah, I think he still got the touch, but...
there's his legs swinging into shot. Now, Emir's found a good rest here. She's kind of squatting underneath, which means you can take just a little bit of weight off those arms. Not the most comfortable, but she's recovered something. And she has 1 minute 14 on the clock here.
Just doing a little bit of light bouldering. Got both tools.
Yeah, she's full hands, isn't she? Gets stood up then. There's the hold above her head, and she's gonna touch it. Yes, she does get it. So that's good progress from Emir here. 50 seconds though. Maybe not enough time to top, but certainly get towards the leaderboard, which I think Aneta is still leading the way, but I think that's in some trouble now. She had 21.
Yes, I think Aneta was the only one to make the jump so far. And I don't think any of the men have made their jump yet.
No. Yep. Plummet off. Well, here is Emir's jump. She gets set. And misses. Oh, so she's down as well. That leaves her down the leaderboard. The jumps are hard here.
It's very tough, and I think she's going from she went with her tool from a really good hold, and I find sometimes it's really easy to get your tool stuck that way.
Yes.
Sometimes better to go with the hand.
All right, so yellow jacket is on for Emir. She will be wanting to get into the warm, breathing hard out there as well. And yeah, not quite on that jump from Emir, but close stuff from her. And that does mean, by the way, that we can start to get, as we see our leaderboard, Aneta guaranteed a finals place, the only one so far, with just 7 women to go. And considering she's clipped, so had to resort that out. That is a very good outcome to that one.
Very good.
Could have gone completely the opposite direction. What a shot from our drone as he goes over the frozen river. That's the city behind. Lots of the athletes staying up in the accommodation up on the hill, walking down in the morning, which is a rather lovely walk down those steps.
Yeah, it's a beautiful location. We're really happy to be here, and it seems like we're going to be able to stay after this year, which we weren't sure about.
Fantastic.
So we're very happy about that.
And I've heard rumours that you guys are expanding.
Yes, the rumours are true. We are going to be building a second structure down the road in Calgary. 3 hours. It'll be a slightly different design, and the goal is that hopefully we can host a World Cup there as well.
Double World Cups, so that would be very fun. Nils Martin Dolph underway very quickly as well. He's got that snappy start that we see so often from him. Just very positive off the first few holds. As we kind of move through here, Ledina will be out next for the women. And we can see it's Oliver leading the way, 20.1. Hard routes.
Very hard. And especially with the cold and everything, it's very challenging.
I like a hard route, though. I think it's good the athletes fall rather than sort of like a pushed in terms of time. You know, it's not always what we want to see, that one.
It's always better to have 1 or 2 tops.
Yeah. No, agreed. So there is Ledina. And takes the jacket off. She's going to be climbing buff up, it looks like. And meanwhile,
This move for the men looks quite tricky, and then
Yeah, Martin is just stretching up there.
Okay, and Medina is up and away. To the moon she goes. Medina actually slept in her full gear last night. She wanted to be ready. Full crampons in bed. She told me that. You're going to see Dolph doing one of those contorted pretzel switchback fettuccine Alfredo moves. Make some noise, everybody. Why are you so quiet?
So Nils right on the edge here of this wall. You can see. I love this shot because not only can you see the ice wall, you see the buildings in the background. It's a kind of I like city environments sometimes with ice climbing. I think it's an interesting thing to see.
and it's a great way to expose more people to the sport too.
Yeah, because if you're just walking along, let's say you're going for a run down by the river or something, you see this, you are going to stop and have a look.
Yeah.
Big move needed though for Ladina here.
Yeah, all the time when I'm here working at the structure, people always stop and ask questions, asking what you're doing.
Yes, well, it's a fair enough question. It is a bizarre sport when you don't know it.
Especially in the summer.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's one of those sports that gets weirder the more you do know it as well. It's a little bit of both on that one. Okay, so Ladina reaches up into the dodgy hold. This is the one you got to be careful of here. And Nils has the high clip in, so he doesn't need to worry about any more clipping for a bit. Just some sending from now on. So he's on the angle change now. You can see where the plywood just changes. Gets a bit more vertical before it gets really overhanging. You got to say, Nils is looking in control right now. I know this traverse is techie.
He's looking very smooth right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, just very careful. Lots of people have popped really unexpectedly here.
Yeah,
He's
this is
really solid.
Goes reverse grip as well. So he obviously knows that hold.
Yep.
To go that confidently into it with the reverse grip. And Ladina's pretty stretched out. She needs to upgrade those feet, which she hold it, those legs just swinging over, but that was a big move from her. Thanks the clip. And Nils, jump time, here we go. Right, no one's done this jump so far. It's a long way to a bad hold. Nils doesn't do it either. It's the force, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, he had it then, but you land all of your weight on it, and it really pulls you kind of off the wall.
It's such a big hit to take on your shoulder, and especially with the ice tool, when you hit it, you end up falling a lot lower. It's almost like a downward dyno.
Yeah.
Very hard to hold.
Yeah, it really is difficult stuff there. Well, no one getting through the jump, and few women getting through the jump as well. Interesting, but we're up towards this sort of position where you can squat down on that stacked volume. Do you know who those volumes are? I don't recognise the symbol.
Yeah, it's Solution Climbing.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a Canadian company.
Are they one of your sponsors, or have I just shouted out the wrong people?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
They do sponsor the event, or they're partnered with us.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, all these volumes are, I believe, for this event, they were all custom shapes and everything too, and they made them just for us.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, guys, then. Appreciate the work. And then, while we're talking about sponsors, Fixe in the background, they are the title sponsor for the UIAA. They provide all the ropes, quick draws, and safety equipment for the belayers, including harnesses, helmets, and the rest. We couldn't do it without them, so thank you so much, guys, for coming on. Big mantle there from Ladina. Love to see that as she stands up. I think that's how that's intended.
It does certainly look that way.
Yeah. Because others were trying to stretch, but I think the press and the mantle was the right way for this. So, clip draw in. Let's see if she's got this jump. She's going to take it and jump off the hand, which I think is smart here. Gets the feet ready. There it is. It's about half a body length away. She's going to have to commit, and she's in, and that's perfect. That tool just buried itself into the jug then, didn't it?
No, I think she's going to pick up the pace with 20 seconds left. Just try to get as many points as possible.
Yeah, this is for placement for the finals, remember. And Ladina is getting huge encouragement. First time, new territory for us. She cuts loose, manages to save it though, just about here. As we come onto the head wall section. Think that's time though. She is timed out. She'll be our new leader. We'll have to wait exactly where it stands. But good work from Ladina. Now Tristan Ladavant is underway, and he has only had a couple of days to recover from a very nasty ankle injury he sustained in America. He climbed during the semi-final route, but looked like he was in pain in every kick. He's moving better today, which is good.
Yeah, seems like he's moving a lot better.
Yeah, his brother qualified in the top spots, but Tristan and Luna are, French heroes of this sport and doing an awful lot to try to get ice climbing into the Olympics for 2030. Oliver still leading the way, as you can see on the left-hand side of your screen. 20.1 is the high point. Now, Tristan, maybe double guessing himself a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to wrap it differently than the way everyone else has wrapped it so far. He's got his pick facing out, now he's fixed it.
Yeah, just had a little adjustment there. Didn't cost him a lot of time. And I love watching the hands of the ice climbers. You can tell the ones who are over gripping and the ones who are not. But Tristan is not enjoying this section here. And I think, really, one of the only ones. I mean, we know this is a hard section coming up, but most fall after it. Yeah. Right, Marianne van der Steen is on, and this is important because the overall title is really, depending on a few things, but basically between her and Marion Salmon-Thomas. Whoever wins or does better will take the overall title, barring some kind of maths wizardry that I don't quite understand, but it's basically between those two. So this is important.
And she climbed so well in Longmont.
She climbed amazing in Longmont, but I know Marianne. She's a friend. Oh, we see a fall from Tristan. Yeah, look, grabbing that ankle straight away. It's ankle again. I mean, fair play to him for fighting through it, but he was injured a couple of days ago, and there was just no way that was going to recover in time. Now, Marianne told me that she's nervous right now. You know, she understands that in terms of chances in life, the chance to win an overall title is rare. This is her moment. And you can imagine how much pressure. Tristan's down. It's that ankle that's causing him problems. I think he just probably overkicked it, and he will get some medical attention getting him out. I'm presuming that's what this is, unless he had another injury in there, which I didn't see on screen. But I think it's ankle. He grabbed his ankle,
yeah,
didn't he?
He did on the way down.
Yeah. And you can see here, we are showing you the shots because he's clearly okay, but yeah, look at that hobble. Well, Tristan's season done for now. It means he can go away, recover in the off-season, and hopefully get that sorted for next year. We pan to Marianne then. New leggings here today, usually bright orange. I'm liking this. I'm liking the blue. It's kind of arty.
Yeah, kind of tie-dye.
Yeah, tie-dye? Yeah. Oh, I see that. I think she'll hate us for saying tie-dye. And I know she watches them back. So Marianne now needs to put all of that mental training, all of that preparation into action here, because she's more than capable. She's strong enough. She's good enough. Has she got the ability to keep it together mentally in this moment? Once finals happens, I think she'll relax. It's semis that is her nemesis here. And she needs to remember top 8 to get in. Let me just check out where top 8 is currently. So currently, 8 is Sarah Lilly on 14, so low at the moment. Mm-hmm. Look at the power Marianne has as well.
She's looking very confident right now, I think.
Yeah.
Very smooth.
Just kind of threw a shoulder at that move and committed to it. No one's fallen. Well, no, we have seen one person falling making a match, but not many have fallen here. But it's a scary hold.
Mm-hmm. There are 2 different versions of that hold, too. There's one with some good dimples, but I think that looks like the one with the bad dimples. Mm.
I think lots of people watching on YouTube, by the way. It's great to have everyone here and joining us. Thank you so much. Do keep your comments coming. Marianne is on the bottom right of your screen. And it's Mohamed Reza Safdarian in the middle. He was very good in speed. It's always hard for the speed athletes, though, the way the schedule works. They finished fairly late last night, have to go home, eat, sleep, get up, go to ISO, which shuts around about 9 o'clock in the morning. Nice to have a later start here. We didn't get going until 11 a.m., which I think everyone appreciates.
Especially this morning, I think it was very cold again.
It was freezing.
Yeah.
I had a coffee in bed. It was wonderful. Sacho Panda says, hi from YouTube. Where else would you be, Sacho Panda? You're on YouTube. Are you not? But hello anyway. Hi from YouTube. Are you YouTube? Wow. Marianne gets stood up on that angle change. It gets a bit more vertical after that. Reza makes the sort of barn door move not look like a barn door. Clever by pushing that knee up against the volume to steady that movement.
He's such a good climber. Very strong, very smooth.
Yeah, but he missed that one twice. Marianne hasn't hesitated so far. Any nerves that I might have hyped doesn't seem to be affecting her yet, and I think she's probably climbed herself into a finals position here. And look, she's spotted the mantle as well. Got to be careful, though, not to mantle your own tools, which is easier said than done, because all it means is it's underneath you and you press on it, and technically that is an infringement.
Yep. New rule this year, I think.
New rule this year, and one I don't fully understand, and one the athletes, I think, are trying to work their way around as well. It sounds obvious, but it's a fine line between what counts. You know, if you brush it with a jumper, is that resting on it? If it's hard. You palming?
I think it was specifically for mantling off Stein poles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's for safety, and I understand that. But obviously, whenever rule. Right, Marianne. Oh, she did it almost statically using that height, little swing and kick of the legs, but that will move her into a very good position. And her time, 1:20 left for Marianne.
We've got so much time.
Yes, indeed. All right, so she transitions now. Out left. Oh, look at the snow fall from the structure as she kicks it there. The clouds are gathering. I think by the time we get to this evening, we will get some snow, so it's going to be one of those nights.
Looks like there's a big slab on one of the hanging volumes ready to go, too.
Oh. Yeah, look at the snow falling. It's like proper ice climbing, this is. All right, Marianne, that should be the top spot for her then. Let's see how far she can get. She's still got 36 seconds. I think the top is pretty close now. Oh, she's right. So Marianne, right at the top of the structure. You can see the ice barrel up there. We're going to try to punch out to show you just how high she is right now. Safdarian, as the snow covers the lens there, makes his way through the traverse. Marianne surely is going to top this out. She's only got 5 seconds, though. She'll come very, very close regardless. There is the top. But that is the time. So she'll clip it anyway, but she'll be timed out just below the top of the wall here.
Very good climb by Marianne.
Yeah. Well, what nerves? I hyped her nerves so much, but...
Oh, and Reza's the first one to make the jump for the men.
Yes, so Reza's through as well. He will move up into the top spot. Progress here from our top echelon of athletes who have qualified in. And Reza just adjusts the feet here. Out he comes into the shoulder move, locks it back, and then reaches up. And this is where things get really 3D on this section. The top is coming in sight though. Loving this shot. We're on a crane here. That's cool. Love this. You can see the city in the background through the structure. I love when we get this close to the climbers and we really get to see the sort of the fight they have to do. Oh, but he cuts loose now.
Very interesting movement here, kind of down climbing.
It is, isn't it? On sketchy feet. And the time is ticking away, though. That's going to be time for Reza. But regardless, that's a fantastic new high point for him. Oh, he's going to take a whipper. Well, Reza leads the way. 4 men to go, 5 women. And a reminder to everyone that although the results we will let you know at the end of this broadcast, appeals can change things. So keep an eye on the UIAA Instagram or results page just to check when things finish. But this is the leaderboard so far. That will change. Nils will be pushed down after that into second place. This man here, Reza, getting by far the high point. So YouTube, you're going to miss the ice climbing season? It's almost done. There is that Continental Cup. It's the last time you will hear a World Cup. Have you got a favourite one? Have I got a favourite one? What's my favourite? I always like Korea because I like going to Korea. I don't particularly enjoy the drive to the venue, the 40-minute through the mountains.
Through the bus.
Yes, don't love that one. Canada's fun. USA is good, of course. Great food there. It's hard to pick a favourite, though.
I think my favorite this year, it was my first year on tour, but I think Korea was my favorite.
You like Korea, yeah. It's so different.
Very different country, and the structure is really cool. And
especially if you go a little bit earlier, hang out in Seoul. There's such good dry tooling gyms there as well.
And there was a crew of us from Edmonton that went, so we got to check out a couple of different gyms, and I checked out a bouldering gym too. It was super fun.
Yeah, they're good there, aren't they? I find every gym is completely different. You get some that are complete beginner gyms, some that are just dynos, some which are super hardcore.
I think I went to a Just Dinos
Did
gym.
you?
Yeah.
Whenever I walk in and see people flying across the room, I usually turn around and go, nope. I'll go find some crimps. Okay, who we got here? We got Haruku from Japan, who gets ready. And then for the men, it'll be Jonathan Arthur Brown. This is Haruku on the screen. All right, so for the men, Jonathan Arthur Brown pulls on. For the women, Haruku is there for Japan. Up. Jonathan stretches. Jonathan, a very popular member of the circuit.
Very powerful climber.
Oh, he's so strong, isn't he?
One of my favorite styles.
Yeah, exactly. I quite like watching him as well. It does occasionally go wrong for him, and he gets so angry, which is part of his kind of charm, really. You know, it's a lot of just rawness with that man, which I like to see. So Haruku is on the delicate bit, and she's very good at these technical moves as well. And for a shorter climber, she has a good reach as well.
She's extremely consistent, too. I feel like I see her in the finals all the time.
Yeah, you're kind of surprised when she's not there, isn't it? Which is always quite a good sign, I think. Okay, so he's very tight here. This is the move for Jonathan. Does it pretty smoothly, though.
He's looking quite bundled up.
Yeah, he is, isn't it? But now gets the fig four in. Haruku is in the shouldery section of her route right now. Alright, so everyone resting at the moment, just preparing themselves. Left hand up there for Jonathan Arthur Brown. He's really wrapped up into his hood over his helmet here, so he's certainly feeling a little bit of the cold. And Haruku has been in this position for a long time. She loops that leg over. I love the community on YouTube, by the way. There's about 4 or 5 people who just chat to each other. It's like Jaden's saying he's sleep deprived, but he's here because it's worth it. The last few weeks, wow. I could sleep after the season finishes, don't worry. There's always Yuri, there's always Melody. It's great to see everyone. Haruku, though, does need to move here. She's been resting for a while. It's going to be a tactic, but she's only got 2:23 on the clock here. So it has to keep moving. Jonathan's getting set as well. Haruku's still there.
Yeah, she's been kind of stuck on the steep section here for a while.
Yeah. I mean, look, pump is pump, and maybe she's just feeling it with the cold.
It's so tough with the cold hands, too. Even if you're not pumped, it makes it really difficult to hold on.
Yeah, especially if you're kind of resting.
Yeah.
But now, anyway, she's moved forward, made the move look good. So, you know, maybe this is perfect tactics from Haruku. We'll find out. Lovely shot, the two athletes side by side. They will have no idea what each other are doing, of course, focusing on themselves. Jonathan on this, I think is quite a scary run out on this section here, but I'm a scaredy sport climber.
There were some big falls early in the men's semi-final.
I think that's run out.
Yeah.
I'd be nervous if it was me, then I had ice axes in my hands. But he's going to get the clip in, so I can breathe again. Am I the only... Chat, let me know. Am I the only one who panics here? Is it just me, or do you guys get nervous too when you see stuff like that? Haruku's got a minute on the clock, but doing well. She's going towards the jump. Oh no, slip there. She is slow though. Look at that from Jonathan Arthur. Huge swing. Those feet went above his head on that one. Goodness me, that's surely about as close as you can come to possibly holding, dropping it while still holding it. Awesome stuff from him. So the second person through the men's jump. Haruku has the female's jump to come though. You can see the blue cross up high.
Just gotta move a little bit. Only got 30 seconds left.
All right, transition time then. He's hanging above this crowd, and the drop beneath him is such a weird feeling. It plummets. You're about, 15 meters off the ground here, trying to kick into a box. It's a scary situation to be in, but he is doing well, and we see, I think that was...
There's a timeout, I think.
Yeah, a timeout? Okay, because he spiraled down. Well, Haruku has also been timed out before the jump. Well, I tell you, this is very, very interesting at the moment here in terms of the results. Saftarian is still leading the way, and in the danger spot is Wilson Whitley down on 19 for the men, and for the women leading the way is Ladina just over Anetta, and Marianne. Why has Marianne's score not been updated? I wonder why. I don't know quite what's going on with that. Maybe it's my computer. It is my computer. She leads the way. 29 over Ladina and Anetta. Down in the danger spot is Junko on 15.2. And we can see it now on the screen. There we go. So that is our top 8. And Marianne's 29 is the high point. What's going on here? Are we all good? Yeah, just pulling the rope through there. So there's our crowd. There's lots to do, isn't there, as well? Tell us about the sort of things you can do if you're around the area.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of vendors that come down. There's some food trucks and everything. And then, of course, there's the city right in behind that you can go and explore. I think there's also some fat bike rental places just a little further down. And yeah.
And let's say you're watching this and you think this is the sport for me. You can come along and try this.
Yes, you can. We're open year-round. We have dry tooling year-round. In the summer, we also have rock climbing. Yeah, we have intro courses, which I teach or help teach with a few of my coworkers. Yeah, you can come here. I think it's only $35. It includes an hour of instruction and all the gear.
Wow, amazing stuff. And have you seen sort of the popularity start to increase?
Yeah, we have a really dedicated community of people that come all the time, weekly, almost every other day, kind of like a tiny little climbing gym, but it's a World Cup structure.
Amazing stuff. Well, thank you for everything you do. Right, Virgil Devon is underway for France. He's had a sort of inconsistent season, perhaps, but did well to qualify up in the top 3 for this. Olga Kosek will be the next female climber out when she's prepared. The women running about 1 behind. 4:41 on the clock. It's quite a tight time limit, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Marianne came closest, but yeah, most people getting timed out or falling.
I feel like at all the World Cups, the times have been very fast this year.
Yeah, I think it kind of needed to happen. I think there's a tendency, if you have a long time, to put a sort of a slow route, and occasionally you can sort of just especially in a semi-final, I think you want things just to move along. That's the thinking. I may be wrong, but in terms of a broadcast. I just think it keeps everything moving a little bit. Melody's asking whether Calgary will be a World Cup venue next year. Are we guaranteed this, or are we still in that phase where we hope it is?
I can't speak too much to that, but the hope is that is a World Cup next year.
Such a political answer. Read between the lines, people. Let's hope. Olga Kosek, climbing on the top left of your screen. She was in speed last night. Good question from Yuri. How do they determine the time? It's all about the setters, and they literally occasionally decide seconds before it goes. They sort of base it on a variety of things. Obviously, they look at the athletes, how they're moving. Olga nearly popped a tool, which is all right. They look at the difficulty of the route, how long the wall structure is, and how much time we have before they make that decision. Olga's in some trouble here, Robbie. She just managed to make that one work. Yeah, that was a wiggle there. Look, she managed to make it work. Virgil is on the corner of the wall. We can kind of take our eyes off him just fractionally. We know this is more of a resting section than the real try-hard bit. Olga, though, is on the try-hard bit. So it's tricky for her here. She makes the match. Very few have tried that match.
A lot of the resin holds, too, are brand new, which I find tends to make them quite a bit worse than when they're worn in.
Yeah. So, Virgil reaches up high. Our drone pans up with them, which just shows the sheer size of this structure here. It's awesome. It's great when you come here at night, because when you cross the river to get to the city, you can see the lights of the wall burning, and it's such an attractive sort of thing. You just want to go and touch it. You want to go and see it. It's a great advert. Virgil on the traverse then. Careful with the feet as he kicks through, and Olga's very stretched out as well.
Hopefully see another person go through the jump here. Ooh. There we go.
Yeah, that's the jump. Good work from him. You back him to do that, and he did it well. And Olga as well is being delicate, careful on this next section. And Virgil as well, after that jump, I think he's got to slow that heart rate down, hasn't he?
Oh, a big slip here.
Oh yeah, dropped right back down. And look, he's breathing really hard here, trying to open those lungs up, get some of that cold air inside. Olga's going towards the jump, but she's only got less than 2 minutes now. And Virgil, really for the only time, looked like he struggled there, and he pinged the left tool as well. He is trying to move fast there. He's only got 35 seconds left. Ooh, goes for the fig four.
Trying to...
Olga's a little slow in terms of time here at the moment. She's going to have to pick things up. A long way to go for her. And Virgil, though, looks super confident. But this is the down climb. This is the moment. And it's so hard to kick into a sloping, moving box. I mean, he's only really raking that there, isn't he? He hasn't really got a front point in.
He's gone with the figure fours.
Yeah. He touched the box. He didn't like very much of it. And now he's going to heel hook the box instead, which might have been smarter. He falls then. Timed out. And he goes down, and Olga is going to be very close to getting timed out. 40 seconds, a jump to come, and looks like she still needs to recover here. This is the mantle. Don't mantle your tool. I think Olga may be looking just a bit fatigued here. It's been a long season. She competed in speed. It's just not quite the snap that sometimes she has, you know.
And it's so much.
And there, look, yeah, that right pulled and ripped. There was something there that wasn't quite Olga. He says as an armchair commentator, but I could just, for me, I could just see it. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. Chat, you haven't told me what your favourite venue was, by the way. Which has been your favourite comp so far? There's been a few. We've had 4 this year. There's a lot more planned for next year if everything goes right. And of course, the World Championships that was delayed from this year will be reinstated next year. And we'll find out about the Olympics in June. Now, Jonathan's, I think he's yellow because of he's the climber on, not because of an appeal. So he's on 25.2, so just below Virgin. Next up will be Jorge for the men and Lindsay Levine for the women. There is Jorge. Popular man on the circuit here. Occasionally it goes terribly wrong, but 90% of the time this man can pull it out the bag, and it's super cool to see him climb. And he's fun, is Jorge. He's young, he's loving life, he's loving being on the circuit, and he's very confident.
It seems like he's improved so much this year with the silver in South Bay.
Exactly, 2 silvers in a row. One from Longmont as well, so yes. Oh, Joe says, hi Joe, crushing this commentary, watching both live and listening on the stream.
Oh, I think that looks like one of my teammates, Lydia.
Apparently people do watch this live and listen to us at the same time, which I always find like a really weird idea, but if you are, hello. Jorge, this is the confidence I was talking about. That move just stamped his authority into that wall. Good stuff there. And a swing as well. My goodness me. I do like watching Jorge. If I could be a climber, I think I'd be Jorge. The way he climbs, I mean.
With reckless abandon.
With reckless abandon. Exactly that. Like, I don't know. I'd prefer to go out in a blaze of glory rather than sort of a tentative third. I don't know. Maybe just me.
It looks like he's slowed down a little bit here.
A little bit. Marcus has shouted out his climber, Lindsay. He coaches her. And I know those ladies have been quite a unit. And Lindsay is underway. And I got to say to Lindsay, like, what on earth has happened to Lindsay Levine in the last 2 comps? Because she was good. I don't think she was this good.
Yes, I think another climber that's really improved a lot this year.
I mean, she's qualified in 3rd position. And, you know, I'm not taking anything away from her. Talented athlete. I just didn't expect it to maybe come this year. But she is a contender at the moment. Jorge still looking positive as he kicks in. And reaches up for Lindsay. Great work from her. I think Jorge just got a golf club stuck in there, but he manages to tweak it out. And Lindsay, what's going on there? She went for the clip and then sort of readjusted. Yeah, she changed her mind on where to clip, which is fair enough. It's smart thinking that. Like, you know, if it goes wrong, you don't feel it. Just quickly change. Don't hang around and think about it for too long. And Lindsay getting lots of support as well. Actually, we asked last night to Lindsay, because she was on the chat, about why she got so good, and she replied saying beet juice. So
I might have to try that.
I really don't want to, I'll be honest. Like, the idea of eating beets, especially pulverized beets, is...
I actually don't think I've ever tried beets before.
No, I don't think I ever have either. I've got the images of The Office, you know, the American Office in my head too much. I don't want any beets. Jorge, jump time. Let's see if he can get himself set. Kicks in with that left foot, gets himself. It was very quick. He almost dragged the rope with him, but manages to avoid that.
Very smart. He started from down low, so he can kind of jump up into it instead of going straight sideways.
Yeah, he did well. And he's got lots of time as well, 1 minute 42. Keep an eye on Lindsay then. Upgrades the hands. Oh, misses it once on top. Had to reset here. Up she goes again. Locks it. Nice. Did she miss it though? Has it in? Yes, it is now. Good work from Lindsay. Jorge will start this traverse over. He's got a lot of time. 1 minute 14 on the clock, but those legs are spinning in the air. He kicks the snow off. He wants to go in underneath.
Yes, that undercut, we just built that this year, and it's quite bouncy compared to the rest of the structure.
Ah, I see. And when you say bouncy, you mean literally the plywood can kind of bounce?
Yeah, it's very hard. We just put it there to help with the athletes getting their legs stuck up in the scaffolding.
That makes sense. You want to avoid sort of touching the structure, don't you?
Yeah.
Lindsay doing really well. She's shaking out. 2 minutes on the clock. The jump is above her head, which is the risky bit. Jorge still knocking down snow, and he might be moving into the lead here.
Yes, I think that would be the lead.
That would be the lead,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Got to clip that draw, of course, as he traverses left back towards it. But Jorge moves into the top spot. Once for Jorge. Gets it the second time. Not quite. He went for the wrap. Does he have the power to do this? He's going to get timed out. There is the time for him, but that will be the new high point. Lindsay, we've got to pay attention to her as Jorge will reset and go down because it's jump time for Lindsay here. Has it with the hand, stamps the foot in. She's a bit shorter than Marianne, who sort of just reached and stretched into it. Lindsay's going to have to fly.
Ooh.
She does?
Does it pretty statically.
Wow. Well, Lindsay's climbing, or has climbed herself into a finals position. We'll see her again later on.
2 finals in a row for her.
2 finals. I told what on earth is going on. Whatever Lindsay is doing, I want it. I need it.
The beet juice.
It cannot be beets.
We gotta get in the beet juice.
Please not the beets. 38 seconds on the clock for her. And just 1 to go for the men. Luna Ladavant will be out in a couple of seconds. 2 for the women, Kat and Marion. Good work from Lindsay. Loses the feet there. I love the snow falling from that structure. This is great stuff from Lindsay. Going for that 29. She's got to be close to it, I think. Wait for the scores. That's time call, but I think Lindsay might have just moved into the top spot on that one.
Very close.
Very close, certainly. Let me just reset my scores.
Well, Marianne was very close to topping, though.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes.
I'd forgotten all about that. Yes, I'm talking complete rubbish, aren't I? But as I usually do. Lindsay's score not yet updated, but when it is, we'll let you know. Luna Ladavant then. Now, clean sweep. I think it's time we started to whisper about this because he's won 3. This is obviously the 4th one. There aren't many people who have clean swept climbing seasons. So can this man do it?
Dare I say another climber that seems to be significantly improved from last year.
Yeah.
It's so dominant this year.
Yes, you're right, yeah. Yeah, he changed something, didn't he? Alright, so tools on. Let's see what Luna can do. Final time we get to see this. No tops on the men's route yet here this afternoon. Coming up to 20 to 1 in the afternoon. Confident start from Luna here. And you can see Jorge's high point, 30.1, quite a way away from everyone else.
Luna also wrapping that one opposite to everyone else.
Luna then. This is the move that a few have struggled on. Luna makes it look okay, locks it off, makes the wrap. Good stuff. Nice tension here as he flicks the rope, the feet through the rope. And it's nice just to concentrate. And there is our final... 2 climbers out for the women. Lindsay's done. Kat Shirley is out, right. Marcus says, all right, Kat, let's get it. Yes. It's hard to be a coach, isn't it? Especially when you've got 2 in a row. Marcus is going to need a stiff drink after this one. And Luna Ladavant makes his way left. So, Cat underway on the right-hand side. Luna is making good progress. Yori, who is watching at home, says he's got plans for tonight. He's got friends waiting for him, but he's not leaving the house. Fair play, Yori. So, Cat has a little wiggle with this one. We've seen a few women struggle with this section. It's just a bit of a sketchy hold you want to make sure is correct. And then there's this big move up and over the volume. Luna makes a match in the middle. That's good from Luna. And matches axe to hand as well. Cat's down low. Started a little bit after, of course. And you can see that. It's a good shot, actually. That women's route really does drift all the way left in that traverse. And talking about traverses, Luna on the traverse as well here. Time for Luna Ladevant. So he gets himself prepared. Little breath, pops. Yeah, no problems for
Easy.
Luna. And this is Cat resting as well here. Luna's underneath the roof. Up he reaches. So Cat Shirley has another big move to come here. Up and over this volume. Does that well. Big spray of snow there from Luna.
You can see his foot bounce off there on the plywood.
Alright, and he's going full commitment on the box. We saw Jorge not really use that box, but it's different for him. And upgrades the hands as well. Luna flicks the legs over, and Luna has got, how much time he's got? 30 seconds on the clock. He's going to have to move, but it might be enough. Cat Shirley, meanwhile, is on the transition change. Jump in a couple of seconds to come for her.
I think that's the top spot for Luna now, once he releases.
Yes, there we go. So Luna will move into the finals in the top spot, the position he likes to be, and the overall clean sweep is still on the cards for Luna Ladevant. Cat Shirley, drop knee time here, or mantle, depending on how you do it. It's either drop knee and a big stretch, or this kind of pushy mantle. She goes with the right tool. And Luna finishes it in time, I think, just about.
It was close.
Yeah, it might have been just beneath, but regardless, that's the high point. As he comes through our shots, as we stick with Cat, and we will just be able to focus on the women for the last two here. Marion after Cat. And Cat knows this jump is important. It's why she's taking her time. She's very good at pacing, is Cat. Slowing it down when you need to. Here we go. It's not really a jump, is it? It's like just a float and a reach.
A little fall.
Yes. Well, she floats into position, and she's got less than a minute now to get things done. And there she goes. Through the roof. Reaches out left. That wind starting to pick up just a little bit here as we reach afternoon. You can see the trees blowing. It's just creating that spin drift we can see on the screen. Good work from Cat. She moves towards the top position. And that will be finals place for Cat, whatever. There is the top, just to the right of the floating Stein barrel. And time called for Cat, but it's good enough for the final later on tonight, which is starting at 7 p.m. Edmonton time. So come and join us for that.
hopefully it warms up throughout the day too, and we have a reasonably warm finals.
I don't think that's going to be the case at all. It's going to be dark and cold and miserable and windy and all the rest in a blizzard. So you're very positive as a Canadian. It's fair enough. I'm less positive. I think it's going to be freezing. But luckily, we don't need to deal with it.
I'm just trying to manifest a good finals.
If you're going to manifest, a beach would be lovely, please. A few palm trees and a cocktail. Let's go for that manifestation. There's our top 8. Olga Kosek is in the danger zone, and she might be pushed out depending on Marion. And then Luna Ladavant leads the way, and Jorge, that is our top 8, barring appeals, because the men's side of the comp is done. So we just wait for Marion Salmon Thomas. We have a little interview coming this evening before the start of the finals, so we can check out how she's feeling. But as we know, I mean, her story has been talked about a lot up to this stage. Gave birth about 9 months ago now to her child. Back on the circuit, clearly missed it, and clearly absolutely crushing at the moment. Pretty impressive to be a new mum and a world-class athlete. And there she is, the French red, white and blue in her hair. She just ties on. And speed was last night. I won't reveal who won what where, but you can go and check that for free. And also there's highlights now available. So I've been creating some highlights from the comp. So I just do a little edit afterwards. So if you don't want to watch kind of 2 and a bit hours of climbing, go onto that and check out all the podium finishes, some live commentary along the way, and it gives you a good little taster if you need to catch up. That's on the UIAA Instagram. Sorry, Instagram? It is on Instagram. It's also on YouTube. So there she is. Takes a deep breath. And the fact that Marianne got to the top, Marion also needs to get into the finals if she wants to keep her overall title dream alive here. It's very clear what she has to do in this position. She looks like she's strapped up that right boot as well, just to tighten it up, I think.
Yeah, tape the dials down on the boa.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a few athletes having to adjust that mid-route. It's not ideal.
Yeah, that was in Liechtenstein.
Yeah, I mean, luckily I think they found a volume and could kind of like tweak it, but yes, not best. Okay, so Marion wraps that left tool around. This is really good stuff so far. No, I mean, a lot of athletes have hesitated there. She has not.
I think there's a couple new shapes too for some of the Korean resin holds that people might not be familiar with.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, like, hold talk is, you know, a continuous thing. Everyone discusses it, but every now and again you get one that people don't know, and it kind of can throw you sometimes. Marion on the tricky hold, you've got to be careful on, but she looks pretty confident on that. She makes the match. As I look around the corner, it is a big move, this, especially from this angle. You realise it's a big pop,
and that hold's quite hard to feel the dimples, I find. So you really have to make sure you're in it.
Yeah, well, she trusted it, moves through, and then you can see her picking up the pace a little bit here. 3:24 on the clock. And up she goes. This is good stuff from Marion. Lost the legs for a second. Makes the adjustments. This lovely shot to show how steep this wall is. You can see the podium already set up. That's some good organisation. Usually that's the longest part of any competition is finding the podium, so I'm glad it's already there.
We use them as seats in the off season.
Smart.
Or
smart,
ladders.
Smart. More ladders, I like that. Okay, angle change time. Mantle presses, potential rest. Marion moves up into 12th now with a 16. It's quite some way to go towards that top 8, of course, so we still need to just keep our fingers crossed if you're a French supporter. Clip in. And then up once again. This is looking good for Marion, isn't it?
She's moving very well.
Yeah,
And very consistent.
exactly. Yeah, nice flow to her climbing. Looks locked in at the moment. And a lot of athletes have sort of sat here, but I don't think Marion needs the rest. No. No, she doesn't. Goes up with the left axe. We saw Kat Shirley cross. Marion does it a little differently. And a minute 45. Marion is in 9th. And you've got to say, surely just 0.1 away from a finals place, which will push Leah Beck out. She's got to be there by now, and she is up to 6. So guaranteed a space, but would like to get this jump. That was a big jump, actually, from Marion.
Yeah, very different than the last two.
Yeah, she kind of hit it right at the top of the dyno, which is what, in rock climbing, that's what you're taught to do, but it's a bit different for ice climbing sometimes. Little flick of the legs. Fig 4 time. She moves left. Those draws extended to prevent rope drag. And she rotates those feet through as well. Okay, with a minute to go, she'd have to motor to get a top hit.
Seems like she might have just barely enough time if she keeps moving.
If she keeps moving, yeah. She's in 5th at the moment. Swings that axe into a reverse grip. Gravity pulling her down all the time. Up to 4th then. Lindsay's 25.2 is the next one to be in danger. And up she stretches as well. This is good work. 17 seconds. Not going to be enough for a top. Easily enough for a finals place, though. And the fights between her and Marianne will be played out here this evening. Whichever one of those women wins, they will be the champion of 26. So I cannot wait for that mouth-watering prospect ahead of us here. As Marion, I don't think she knows she's been timed out. She has now. She will come down and we will get some scores on the doors. Let's find out which of our 8 have made it, though I think Marion is unaware she's been timed out, so she might just finish it off anyway. Can be quite hard to hear, can't it?
It is, yes. It's very hard.
Yep.
The speakers are facing the opposite direction.
Yeah, and you obviously want to keep going. Yeah. So she is keeping going. She'll clip that final draw, even if she knows, for safety's sake. And with that, we are done. Good work, Marion. Well, YouTube, thanks for watching, guys. That was fun. There was a lot of you commenting today, so thank you for everything. You keep us all sane, and I know the athletes watch and really love to see you. So thank you for joining us. We will wait just for a second. And Joseph, thank you for joining me as well, mate.
Thank you for so much for having me.
Oh, lovely to have you. Right, results time then. Let's see if we can have a look at who has made it through. As Marion says goodbye to us on the camera. Jackets on against the cold. And there is the city in all its glory. Lovely blue skies here. So the results, Lina Ladavan leads the way with a 32, no top for anyone, over Jorge and Virgil in 3rd, Jonathan in 4th, Mohamed Reza 5th, Nils 6th, Giardo, who looks shaky, he manages to make it into 7th, and Javier in 8th. 20.1, that 20.1 caught a few athletes out, Countback making a difference to that. Yeah, good spread of results. And for the women, well, Marianne leads the way, but only just over Marion. Those two will be fighting it out later on. Kat Shirley, the highest placing USA athlete, followed by Lindsay, who's seriously, wow. Ladina in 5th, and Netta, despite a Z clip, makes it in 6th. Haruku 7th, and then finally Emir makes another final, which will get her supporters very happy on YouTube. Well, thank you for Joseph, and thank you for Ewan for joining me here today. We're going to say goodbye and return at 7 p.m. Edmonton time for the last finals of 2026. I cannot wait. Let's go and crown an overall champion. See you soon.
Hello, so I'm Tom Bolger. We're going to have a chat about the new adjustable lanyard from Fixe. It's called the Manso. It consists of two main elements, which is one is the dynamic rope and the other is the locking mechanism, which is made up of two parts. Tirana was the last stronghold of the Moorish Empire. Due to its rocky landscape, it created this impenetrable fortress and took hundreds of years for the Christian invasion, which happened in the 12th century. Tirana is a village known for its resistance. Whether it be the Moorish Empire, the Christian invasion, the walls and the climbing, and the village is still here today. Its resistance against time is undefeatable. However, in addition to coming to Tirana to learn about history, people now come here to do something different too.
What?
3, 4.
Hello and welcome to SASFE 2026.
Ice climbing maybe is the most demanding modality of climbing, and for that reason we think we can collaborate and we can be part of the show. We design and manufacture the main gear that in ice climbing wall you use. Anchors, quick draws, ropes, also all the gear of the layers.
Fixe is supplying to the officials harnesses, carabiners, helmets, so all the B layers, some of the route setters are equipped with the Fixe equipment. And then for the local event organizers, Fixe is supplying PPE equipment for the wall structure, such as quick draws, ropes and belay stations. It's really important that we have partners such as Fixe to develop the sport further. I mean, there's always a cash contribution which an organization such as the UIAA needs to develop the sports. And then on the other side, we are talking about high quality products, so PPE products. All of the Fixe equipment is UIAA certified. It generates safety for the competition and for the athletes.
We start the season with prototypes, testing prototypes for a new rope. We think we will launch in the next season probably, and this rope is designed and manufactured specifically for the needs of Ice Climbing World Tour and will be available next season.
Not a little.